Hi everyone, welcome back to You Good Duelist of Roses. In the last video we defeated Pegasus on our first try, which is awesome. And now we're going to face the only opponent we can, which is Ishtar. Our deck cost is a little bit too high to face her, so we're going to have to go fix that. Now let's check out these cards that we got. That's really cool, and it's very high defense to have for, well, I suppose it's 5 stars, but it's still pretty good defense. And this guy, yeah, that's going to be awesome because this card, this deck has a lot of cheap creatures that we're going to be sacrificing and infusing. Our graveyard's going to get a lot of creatures inside it, so it's going to be, he's going to be incredibly powerful quite early on. Okay, but for now we have to actually lower the deck cost, and we can't add big cards into it right now for this battle. We can get rid of... what do we want to get rid of? I suppose these won't be too useful in this battle. Yeah, we'll get rid of those. We'll add the sword guy in because he's really good, and he's cheaper than the thing that we got rid of at least. Now we'll just have to look for one cheap thing. Sadly, I can't remember how much deck cost we actually need to face that chick, so hang on. We'll look for an incredibly cheap thing just so we can, like the moth maybe, but let's see if we've got anything a little bit more useful. No, let's go for the moth. Damn it. Ugh. Luckily you can discard cards like this, which is so much easier than looking for it and then getting it. Okay, there we go. Enough rambling. Probably better off with a spell card than a low cost creature, because it's less expensive to sacrifice, but whatever. Have we got low enough yet? Oh boy do we. What did I get rid of? I must have got rid of 2 big things. Okay, never mind. Let's just start the fight now. She's confident, I'll give it that. But after beating Pegasus, I'm pretty confident myself. Okay, I've immediately made a mistake by getting rid of the Aqua guy. I forgot this was like very largely sea terrain. It's also very largely crushed terrain, which means I can't summon big creatures onto it. Which kinda sucks, but this deck is probably better than most for that term because it's largely a defensive deck, and our main strategy card has 800 attack, so that's fine. I've never had trouble with this opponent much because it's always straight after Pegasus, and often I find myself grinding a lot of cards to beat Pegasus, so I'm kind of overpowered at this point. But since we haven't been grinding, I'm not particularly overpowered, and she could give me some trouble. We'll see. What do I want to do? I want to discard these and just have this in defensive position. Oh god. I think I've just... yeah, we'll see what Crush does now. There we go. I am a fool. But no biggie. I mean, since I'm on crushed terrain, she can only attack me with something less than 1,500. So I'm pretty... I'm not going to die next turn. And because she's on Crush, she's quite confident to come up to me, because she thinks the same thing. I can't really do much damage to her. Now, I kind of want to test something. If I put something here, then attack, I'm pretty sure my card won't die because it can't move onto this tile, so it'll just stay on this tile even though it attacks through Crush. But I'm not 100% sure. I kind of want to sacrifice a lot of cards just so I can buff this guy when I get him. And I certainly want to get rid of these. Let's try our little thing. Just so we find out. Okay, we'll get rid of these 2. And we'll summon this thing as the main attacker. And now we'll see what happens. Okay, cool, so you can attack, yeah. Yep, that's cool. Because she's been confident and came straight into our face, she may find herself losing this battle very early on. Or she may just have a powerful trap and I'll be screwed next turn, but let's see. What can we do? I don't believe any of us have used a real useful card. I mean, I have the 500 damage one, but that's not much. Sadly, I don't have any creatures to use to attack her. But I think I will still do this regardless. Okay. Yeah. I wanted to... Yeah. Discard this card. I don't think this is going to be useful in the time of this battle, so I just want to get rid of it to make more deck room. And that was a waste of a power up, but I want to see if it triggers this trap and also deal damage. So, okay, awesome. It isn't a trap. Yeah. Once you've got the opponent on the run, you can be more wasteful with your cards because you can finish it in the next turn, so why wait for a 3-turn strategy? Or however many turns it'll take. So, yeah, I think I've won now. Cool. Kinda underwhelming. After Pegasus, especially. But this, if this is a trap next to this card, then I will be affected by it, but I don't believe it is, so... Yeah, that was incredibly easy. It's kind of bad for me because I want to split the videos up into individual battles, but at the same time I don't want to have a 6-minute long video. What to do? Well, first of all, we'll try and get some cards. I don't think any of them are overly useful. I certainly don't want the purple-haired woman because I've already got it and it's not good. Damn it! God damn it! Why did I say anything? I'm just going for the other two cards now. I mean, I don't really need either of them, but whatever, we got that one. Okay. Now. If you knew you were going to be defeated, why were you so cocky before we began? I think you're just covering your ass. Uh-oh. Ooh, neat. They didn't really explain Richard of York yet, which is weird. I thought they'd do that before the battle comes available, but they'll explain it once I go into battle, I'm sure. I know what to do. Okay, I'm back. I've probably cut to this spot. What we're going to do now, we're going to save the game first. And then we're going to check out Custom Duel. I was going to do an own video for it, but it's also going to be fairly short, so I might as well put them in together now. Okay, so Custom Duel is quite interesting. You can either use this to face another person if you have 2 memory cards and do like 2-player, which is quite a weird system, but it works. Or you can face your own deck, and there are certain different rules you can change. You can have more or less life points than normal. We'll just stick that to normal. And you can also change the star power recharge rate, which is interesting. We're going to keep everything to normal though for now. Now, let's quickly build our deck and get rid of some of the low-cost creatures that we just put in. What do we want in the deck, first of all? What does this guy do? Okay, that's not... I'll give you time to read it. That's not incredibly useful to us. What we do want is that 2200 defense guy, so get rid of the fake trap, add that guy in. We're going to add both of these guys back in because they're pretty good. And what are we going to get rid of in place of them now? Let's sort by level again and see what we don't want. Now, we have quite a lot of 5 stars and 6 stars now, so I think we're going to get rid of this dinosaur just because it's we've got better alternatives to it now. And I think we'll get rid of the spider for another Sujin, because its attack's so much more important than the defense usually, and plus it's got a pretty good defense anyway. The only bad thing about it is the effect where I can't do life point damage with it, but mostly I'm going to rely on other cards to do life point damage. This is just like a backed into a corner, demolish all your opponent's cards. Okay, with all that said, let's go into duel with ourselves. Cool thing about custom duel is you can win cards from yourself. So it's an incredibly cheap way to grind all the good cards, but obviously we're not going to use it for that. We're just going to have one duel. You can change the map too. Not sure what we want to actually do. What kind of deck have we mostly got? It's hard. It's fairy and spellcaster. We've got so many other things in it though. Let's stay neutral. Let's be nice and boring. Now personally I find custom duel almost inevitably is going to be easier than most battles. Simply because most maps are catered to the enemy, like they're on the perfect map for themselves. In non-custom it's just like you remove that map advantage of that AI normally has. Okay, straight away get rid. I think if you, yeah, it's not going to be a problem. Just going to get that main chick. I'm actually going to buff her. We're just going to go straight into it. It's quite a powerful card. 1,900. 2,400 on the first turns. Quite significant. We're mostly going to be cautious about her having Mystical Elf herself, because it has incredibly high defense and it can merge with other stuff. Okay, now what? I want to sacrifice everything and maybe this fuses up? No, wait, hang on. Yeah, actually this is the best order to do it. Maybe it fuses? I'm not sure. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Just gonna advance, just I don't know, scare him into retreating or playing defensively, and also advancing on all angles so he doesn't attack the one card that I've got advancing. Only. It's kind of working. He's not attacking my Harpy. I keep saying he, but I guess it's a she, similar to us. Whatever. Okay. Playing incredibly aggressively, but I think we're just going to kill these creatures and get the trap on the field. We're discarding cards, but we're also playing into that Swordmaster, because the more cards in our graveyard, the more powerful he's going to be. Yeah, we're gonna put this card here simply because I'm pretty sure he's going to back into the corner. So next time we don't want to go forwards anyway, we want to go left, right. Sorry. Yeah. Yep, it worked. Okay, cool. He's going to attack out of desperation pretty soon, and it's going to hit the trap, which is awesome. Yep, that's pretty great. And it's one of his powerful cards. So what that tells me is he's just used a lot of his deck count, his star power, whatever you want to call it. So he can't summon anything big next turn, similar to what my current state. Now, how many turns? One. But that's also an extra one after this one, so I can't attack with this next turn, because he won't be able to move next turn either. Okay. Gonna back him into the corner by putting this way. And my leader's covering this area. What can we summon next turn? We can summon the king of thingy that I can't pronounce. Okay, that's pretty good. Now one thing you want to do in all battles, but most of all your custom duel, you want to deliberately kill cards that you want to get in the slot machine at the end. But since we're not grinding, we're just here to show it off really. We're not going to like spend a long time trying to grind specific cards, even though it would be incredibly useful to get some. Just trying to figure out what I want to do now. One thing I could do is run this over, kill this guy with this, and then summon something on top of her to attack the life points directly. I wouldn't finish him off, and it would get rid of my most powerful card, but it would deal a significant amount of damage. I don't think I'm going to do it though. Let's just start with the fighting. As you can see though, I'm just running rails on the AI, even though he's got the exact same deck as me. Because, I mean, the AI is never going to be as good as a human. Although it may be as good as me at times. But yeah, it's mostly the AI has an advantage, which is similar with any card game really. Okay, so you see what I mean? I could kill this thing, summon this, and then he'd have 1,000 life points left. Rather than that, what I may do, yeah. Now, what do I want to summon? I'm not really playing defensively, so I don't need this guy right now. So I'm happy to just get rid of him. Now if I do this, I'll have 4 stars next turn, which should be enough for a lot more options than what I would have with 3 stars. That's the reason I'm choosing to do this. Of course I just missed the fusion that I could have done instead of this, which would be more powerful, but yeah, I'm bad. Anything you can do is probably going to be too little too late at this point, since we're advancing. Although if that's a mystical elf he's just playing and he puts it in defensive position, then I am screwed. Oh well, I'm hindered. I can't go through there. Or it could be one of the many traps in this deck. So yeah, he's not totally boned. We're going to advance with this first just to see what it is. Okay, it's a trap. That's fine, because now we can play something. Now I can move my leader and then summon on either tile. Deal 1,000 life points, okay. We're going to advance this way just because it feels safer to me. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that simply because he's going to die soon. I'd rather draw more cards just in case I get something more useful, rather than just stealing a measly 500 life points. Since I've got him backed into the corner, any card I get is probably going to give him more of an advantage than that. Okay. I can't envision him surviving one more turn. Now, I may kill this card deliberately just so I can have a chance of drawing it, even though I'm not specifically waiting him out to get cards. I could do that. Although I don't think I can actually defeat him completely on the next turn if I do that, so I probably won't bother. Oh, I could. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Screw it. Okay, cool. We're not necessarily going to get her anyway in the slot machines because I'm not very good at it. Although I've been doing pretty good in these videos. Probably better than I do off-vid camera. Okay. And we'll also have a chance to win Injection Fairy Lily. The only thing is, she's kind of useless in this game. In the actual card game, in most, well, I haven't played many Yu-Gi-Oh games, but in the actual card game, she has an incredibly powerful effect. She simply does not have that in this one. This might be a fusion. There's no point doing overkill, but I thought that might have been a fusion, so I was going to try for it. Whatever. Game over. 2 very quick defeats, victories even. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what we get in the slot machine. We're probably going to call that the end of this. Okay, now what do we want? We certainly wouldn't mind getting more trap cards. That mermaid tier is quite powerful. So I think we're going to go for that first. Yeah, let's go for that first. And it's also next to the dinosaur, which is kind of good to have, so the slip up won't be terrible. Okay, let's go for it. Okay, just gonna go for it again. Yay, okay. And now we're gonna go for that Empress Judge, as we said, because she's quite powerful. Damn it. As I said, we probably wouldn't get her anyway, but okay. Not a bad haul. We got the trap. Well, to be honest, the trap's probably the only thing we're going to use coming forwards, because we're getting more cards that displace the dinosaur from its once powerful state. Okay, now this is kind of tricky because sometimes it doesn't remember the cards you get, so I think I've got to save it. I want to make sure this works before we end the video. We're going to save it, then exit to the title screen and pray that we get to keep the cards. Because I don't know what happens, but sometimes I just don't keep them. It's disappointing. And also, I believe... Oh, I was going to say we probably have a reincarnation next, but because custom duels don't count as your win-loss ratio, I don't think we will have. But we'll see. Okay, first of all, we do keep the cards, which is awesome, but I was right when I said we wouldn't have any reincarnation. I'm going to end the video here and probably do some deck editing at the start of next video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you later.